Chapter 3 Attractive Web Designing. We know web pages are built using HTML and HTML codes are written in text editor. When we open a source code of a web page, you can see different HTML tags and attributes. Different examples of tag and attribute are given in this table. Font, face, color, size, img, height are examples for tag and some are attributes. All these tags and attributes are used to make the content of a web page attractive, that is for formatting the text in the page. For formatting the content, we use style sheet for HTML. Different formatting details are included in a cascading style sheet CSS file. In the screen you can see an HTML code for a web page. The starting tag is HTML and closing HTML tag. The CSS file is included in as opening and closing style tag. After the title tag you can see a style tag and CSS file is included there and the style tag is closed before the closing of header tag. So to include CSS file in HTML page we use style tag. The first activity in this chapter is adding cascading style for a paragraph tag. For that, open a text editor and prepare an HTML code as given in this figure. Then save that file in your folder. We have to make the given changes for the paragraph. That is, font family is to be changed to Verdana, color is to be changed to this code, then font size to 24 pixel. We have to prepare a web page like this. For that, first open the text editor software, click applications, then accessories, then select text editor. Now text editor window is opened. Now start to type the required HTML code there. Now our HTML code is completed. Next we have to add the CSS code. The CSS code is included after the closing title tag. Here the style tag is included. We have to give formatting to the paragraph tag. P is the tag used for paragraph. So we should include the CSS code for paragraph tag inside opening and closing style tag. Now our CSS code is included here. First the name of the tag, that is P, then opening bracket, then different attributes are given: font family, color and font size. Its syntax is first type the font family, then a colon symbol, then the value of that attribute. We have to give the font family as Liberation Sans and color is red and font size 20 pixel. After each value we have to put a semicolon and close the bracket. This selected code is the CSS code. After typing, save the document, then refresh the output window. Then you can see the changes made here in the output window. Font family, color and text size are changed. Now we have typed this code in text editor and viewed the output. Next step is to change these values, that is font family, color and font size of the paragraph. For that, open our document in text editor that we have already saved in our class folder. Select the text editor software, then click File, Open. Select the HTML file. Now our document is opened in text editor. Then open the same file in web browser. This is the source code and this is the output window. Now font is changed to Verdana. Then color to red. Then save the file and refresh the web page. You can see the change there. Font size is also changed. This is the CSS syntax. First we have to provide the tag name. It is called selector. To change the attributes of paragraph, we included p tag here. If you want to change the attributes of headings, then include the respective heading names as H2 or H3. After the tag name, provide the opening double bracket. Then inside the opening and closing double brackets, we provide the attributes and values. Attribute means different formatting attributes like font family, color, font size, etc. And their values are provided after putting a colon. After writing the value, we have to put a semicolon. This step is repeated here. Next, activity 3.3, applying cascading style to the heading tag. Open the color7.html file that we have prepared. Then give CSS for the heading. The CSS file to be included is given here in this figure. For that, open our document in text editor. Next, we have to give formatting to these headings. For that, this single items and group items headings are included in H3 tag. So in our CSS file, the selector must be H3. Now we have completed the CSS code here, and the changes we have done is reflected in this output window. Next, different features for the same HTML element. We can give different formatting to the same HTML element by using class selector. In the above two examples, we used type selector. That means in order to modify the paragraph and heading, we use the P tag and H3 tag. Here P and H3 are called type selector. We can use another type of modifying, that is class selector. Different names have to be given to the paragraphs to transform them into class selector. Here for paragraph, different names are given. First one p.blue and second one p.red. p.blue and p.red are class selectors. That is, for the same tag we have given different styling attributes. Open our HTML document in text editor. Then type the class selector code p.blue Here two class selectors are specified here, p.blue and p.red, and the class name is specified with the tag as p class equal to blue and p class equal to red. After saving the document, you can see different formatting is given for different paragraphs.